ever since Wemby was drafted, I always wondered how was the 7-foot builds going to be very versatile in the game, especially how the game was before. With the 6'9" builds in the game before and the 6'8", y'all know the builds could do almost everything. Then you end up fast forwarding a few months in NBA 2K24, we got 7-foot gimme guys. These builds can do everything. And after me playing on multiple 7-foot builds over the past month or so, this is maybe one of the most fun builds to end up playing on. And look, today we're going to go over multiple 7-foot builds that you can end up messing with that can do about everything you need. If you want driving contact dunks, standing contact dunks, you want to shoot the ball, you want to be able to shoot from limitless, you want to be able to end up playing great defense, this is going to be the 7-foot builds that's going to end up be able to do everything you need to score in any type of game mode. So let's end up hopping into my player builder. As the actual position, you can be power forward, you can be center, 7 foot, you can do 229, 7'6" wingspan. We're going to talk about 3 different 7-foot builds you can end up making. It's a lot of different ways you can end up making a 7-foot build. You can make a pure inside if you want to, but this build will be able to do everything and be versatile in every category. As to the stamina, we're going to go with 95 stamina. The vertical will be a 78. I wanted to get an 80, but you will see why I couldn't get an 80, because it's a lot of stats that's going to be high in each category. Like when I tell you it's a lot, it's a lot. But what being on a center build is based on your preference. You can end up changing the weight to like 242 or 245 to end up getting a 90 strength so you can get that brick wall on gold. But it's your decision, it's your preference. Hey, if you're going to end up doing that, just know you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere else on this build. Now look, we're going to end up going to the actual acceleration. The acceleration will be 55. That's the highest I'm going to end up going, because you're going to end up getting that big driver actual badge, and anything past that, since you can't get Hall of Fame, is going to be kind of useless going anything above that. But your speed will be 70 speed for this build. But just know during this, I'm going to show you certain attributes and give you certain actual animations that you can use, like a layup, the dunks, the dribble moves, to help you out to make it more easier for y'all. But for the driving layup, for right now, it's going to be a 78, so you can unlock certain layup packages, so you could get some bonus if you're a starter 3. But the best ones to end up using will be Zion Williamson, or you could end up using that Joel Embiid. I don't know, it's just based on my preference. I like the Zion layup better than Joel Embiid, but hey, if you can get some bonus, put some bonus on. But when it comes to the driving dunk, if you're someone that's not big on driving dunk, I do have a build for you. 75 can get the job done for real. If you don't care about contact dunks, you don't, hey, that's cool. But having an 84 driving dunk on a 7-footer, you're gonna get that LeBron James dunk package. Having a LeBron James dunk package on a 7-footer is crazy, like it is insane. But having an 87 driving dunk, you get that pro contact dunk off too. Now with having pro contact dunks off too, it's gonna come very handy to get those contacts with the meter dunk, but also you get the pro alley-oops, you get the elite alley-oops with the park dunk alley-oops, but also you get pro contact alley-oops with this build as well. But to make this build even better, you can end up putting your standing dunk. Most people end up going with the 90 standard dunk, 92, but with this build, when we got contacts with a driving dunk, we can get contact dunks with the standing dunk at 80. But at 81, you end up getting rise up on silver, but we're going to end up going for the rise up on silver and fast switch on silver. But it's some dunk packages that you can end up getting. You can get the Giannis Antetokounmpo dunk packages. I do like this one, but if you're someone that want to get a little flashy, you can use the Daryl Dawkins dunk package. You got a nice little windmill in there, but just know it can get blocked. But another dunk package is the Dwight Howard one. I like Dwight Howard when it comes to doing standing contact dunks, or you can end up using that Draymond Green dunk package for the standing contacts. But Karl Anthony Towns dunk package really surprised me because he got a tomahawk dunk that just makes you float in the air. And for one of my safe dunks, I got athletic hanks off one of the best safe dunks that you can get without having quick drops off one. But when it comes to the ball control / post control on these type of builds, I know some of y'all might stop at 75, some of y'all might not put post control in it. I'm gonna tell you this now, you're gonna end up missing out on a lot of badges if you don't upgrade it to an 85 post control. You need the unpluckable on silver. That unpluckable silver is gonna definitely do you some justice. Having on bronze or even having nothing on, you're gonna get plucked consistently. But for the shooting on this build, we have an 86 3-pointer, so we get open looks on goal. I know you're not getting green machine on goal. I know you have to have an 88, but with this build and how it's set up, you're gonna get a lot of great stats. Now with the 3-pointer, you can go between having a 78 3-pointer or a 76 3-pointer. That is based on your preference. You could push it to the 79, but 78 definitely can get the job done, especially with the badges that you have with having that high mid-range. Now if you need a jump shot, this is a jump shot I like the most so far. The David Robinson, LaMarcus Aldridge, Julius Randle, Max max speed, 30-70 blend, and all you need is an 84 3-pointer or mid-range to use this jump shot. Now, if you wanted the shot cue, I do use push, but it might be different for you. Some of y'all might need to use set point, some of y'all might need to use release. But as of the build, for the playmaking, we got a 75 pass accuracy. You could possibly go to 77 at the most, but if you're someone that want to go higher on the pass accuracy, just know you have to sacrifice your literally speed with ball, and you might have to sacrifice a little bit on your acceleration and your speed on your build. But for my dribble animations, these are the 6 that I use for my 7-foot build. All 7-foot builds I usually play on, they have the same animations. I do have a 7-foot build with short wingspans that can get handles for days on bronze, and you will see that in this video. Handles for days on bronze, it definitely makes a big difference on a bigger build, especially for someone that's going to be dribbling. But for the defense, hey, I have an 85 rebound build. The 85 rebound build is cool and all, but this 92 is definitely maybe needed if you're going to take that route. You're going to have to maybe sacrifice maybe the strength on your build, or you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of shooting, but having that 92 rebound is definitely the preference I would choose. And then having an offensive rebound at least 80 bare minimum. The bare minimum, I say 80. I see a lot of y'all do 70 bare minimum. All right, 80 is my threshold. But when it comes to interior defense on this build, we're going at 74. I know a lot of people say don't go 82, it's too high. You don't need that much interior defense. 61 is the lowest people been saying since you get anchor. But as of the block, we got a 78 block, so we get anchor, chase down on silver. And perimeter defense, we can get between a 50 and 60. But look, if you're someone that's going to be in the paint messing around doing post hooks, you might have to put your close shot to 71. But if you ain't nobody that's going to be caring about doing post hooks and things like that, hey, you can end up putting it at 68, get your masher on bronze, things like that. End up upping your free throw. If you play rec, you have an 89, 90 free throw. But if you want to just be able to hit some free throws here and there, I'm gonna be honest, the 71 to 80 range is definitely gets the job done. Just make sure y'all throw that Stephen Curry free throw on. I'm telling you, it's so fast. Once you hold it for a decent amount of time, it's gonna end up turning green, bro, even if you got a 50 free throw. But as of the build, a 7-foot 229 7'6" wingspan build, the shades they end up giving us is DeAndre Ayton, Porzingis, and they gave us Boogie Cousins, and they end up calling us a glass cleaning 3-level threat. Now with this build being called that, it makes a lot of sense. It definitely makes a lot of sense with having that 92 rebound. But look, we get into this next build. It's a 7-foot 226 7'4" wingspan. As you see the wingspan, it's a reason why the wingspan is like that, because of the shooting ability on this build. Now last build, you see we got a certain badge. Now this build is going to push it up just a notch to end up getting that badge even more higher. Now we do have an 84 strength. I try to do a 90 with this build, but it kind of overkilled the build. I'm gonna be honest. This is more of a shooting, scoring. It's like a more balanced type. It's not too overpowered. This one does not have contact dunks. As you see, you got a 75 driving dunk, an 83 standing, and you know we got the 85 post control. But we end up having an 80 layup, so we get that pro touch on Hall of Fame, and we'll be able to get that fearless finisher on silver. Hey, if you want to go with the 71 close shot, you can, but remember I told you, if you're not going to be doing post hooks, you get post hooker on silver with this build. And if you're not going to be doing post hooks, bro, just drop it to 68 for you still get masher on bronze. But as of the shooting, you get an 88 mid-range, so you get that open looks on gold, the green machine on gold. You get all these other badges on gold that you didn't get, and then you end up getting Claymore on the gold with having an 82 3-pointer. Now, if you don't care for having an 82 3-pointer, you can drop it to an 80, but Claymore is a good badge to have. But most of the time, you're not going to be spotting up. You're going to be setting screens, or it's based on what you want to do. You can be ISOing with this build. You can go crazy all you want. Play multiple ways. It's up to you. But as of the playmaking, it's going to be set up the same way, but you also can get a higher pass accuracy. Just remember what I told you. You're going to have to sacrifice something, and that might end up being a 3-point rating on the build with a 76 or 77 3-pointer, but that's not bad. It's still greenable. But this build right here, this is the one that's going to end up having some steal. As of having a 60 steal, you remember you get interceptor on bronze. Interceptor on bronze is going to make a big difference with not having interceptor, but just know you have to sacrifice. As you see, we don't have a 92 rebound. We got an 85 rebound and an 80 offensive rebound with a 78 block. Now, it's a different ways you can end up messing with this, but this is the way I usually end up setting up my 7-footer, how I play on it, and I have a lot of fun. I can dunk, I can get standing contacts, I can shoot, I can dribble, and I still can defend. This is the build that I literally consistently can end up getting possibly double doubles and triple doubles on this build with no problem. The same way I end up getting a triple double on my 7'1" Wimby build by halftime in the rec. But look, the next build, this is the last and final build, the 7'2", 233, 7'1" wingspan. As you see the wingspan, it is a little bit, it is short. It's 7'1". This is more of the shooting type build. If you're someone that's going to be trying to shoot the ball a lot, you're trying to try crazy things, step backs, and trying to have fun with a build, this is a great build for you. As of the actual physicals, it's going to be the same thing. The only thing that's going to be minor is the vertical. We're only going to have a 75 vertical. We're going to have the same strength. You go 84, but it's possible for you can go to 90 just based on your preference. You will have to sacrifice somewhere in this build if you go 90. Now the speed, make sure every build has 70 speed. 70 speed is the lowest I would want to go for a build when it comes to something like this that can move around, dribble, and somewhat play some type of defense when it comes to on the perimeter. Now when it comes to the standing up, we're gonna go with that 81, not an 83. If you want to go to 83, just know you're gonna have to sacrifice somewhere else. But the driving layup, that's one place you can sacrifice. You can drop your driving layup to a 78 at the most, but if you want to get that 83 so you get that fast switch on silver, go ahead. But when it comes to the close shot is going to be a 68. I'm going to show you how you can really finesse this build multiple ways if you want a 90 strength on this build. Now, with the 85 three-pointers, if you want to shoot from limitless, you want to be the really Porzingis, you know what I'm saying? You want to shoot from limitless, hey, 85 three-pointer and 91 mid-range. You get that guard up on Hall of Fame. If you want to go to the 92 mid-range to get that midi magician on Hall of Fame, that's up to you, but I'm cool with the 91 actual mid-range on this build. Now, with the playmaking and everything, it's literally the exact same as the other builds. The only thing that's different, this build has a 69 ball control. And as having a 69 ball control, you get handles for days on bronze, and that's a significant difference than a build with no handles for days. It's a big difference, I'm gonna let you know that now. But the thing is that you have to sacrifice your wingspan just to get handles for days. That's why I say this builder this year is actually crazy how they set it up. But for the defense, we're gonna have an 85 rebound. I'm gonna drop that offensive rebound to 80. It's gonna kill it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna end up doing an 87 block with this build. Since we're gonna end up having more scoring ability, we need to have a little compensate so we don't got the rebound like we did. We got an 87 block, so we can end up getting that anchor on silver. And then we're gonna go to 58. We can do 58, 59. Yeah, we can do 58 or 59 if y'all really want to. But if we end up changing this, if you want a 90 strength, you might have to drop that block to a 78. That's gonna be the main big cause. Drop the block to a 78, and you're gonna be able to get a 80 block if you end up doing that. Drop the block to a 78, 80, and then you're gonna have an 80 offensive rebound. But if you want to get that bulldozer on goal, just remember you gotta up the weight just a little, and you can get that bulldozer on goal. But hey, as a shades you get, this definitely is a perfect representation of a Chet mixture and a Porzingis mixture. I'm gonna be honest, the 3-level threat, this is like literally the perfect mixture of a Chet and a Porzingis mixture. But look, let me know in the comment section, which one do y'all want to see? Do you want to see build number 1, build number 2, build number 3 in the comment section? Let me know. I end up making one of these builds, bringing them out, and go crazy on the 7-foot build again. Make sure y'all boys like the video, subscribe, turn notifications. Y'all have it yet? Hey man, it's 2 videos on the screen. Make sure y'all go check them out, man.